Hey YouTube, this is Jeremy. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, snake-wise, I've been into snakes since I was 12 years old. I've had reptiles all my life, mostly turtles up until the time I was 12. My very first snake was a ball python. Immediately they grabbed in my attention. I really enjoy ball pythons. They're a smaller python. They're very docile for the most part. The morphs they come in is unbelievable, all the different kinds of ball pythons you can find nowadays, and the new morphs that are being created every day. My thing in life was eventually I wanted to breed ball pythons. Well, everyone knows things don't go the way you want them to go. When I moved out of my parents' house, I moved into an apartment. Had to get rid of most of my snakes. Well, then when I decided to move in with my girlfriend, she had her own house. She owned her own house. She didn't want the snakes there, so I sold off all my snakes. Moved into her place. It's been now 3 years. And all of a sudden, she wanted a ball python. She went and got one off of Craigslist, and it all just went from there. I've been breeding cichlids for the past year, so I'm kind of getting out of that now. I'm down to 5 tanks. How I was able to purchase the ball pythons I got now was with the money from selling all them off. But me and her, we're trying to turn this into a small business. It may be a few years, but we're going to start out slow and get it going. Over the past few weeks, we've purchased about 10 snakes. We have another one on hold from Ralph Davis. Ralph Davis is an awesome guy. I highly recommend him. He'll go out of his way to help you out, and I really appreciate that. Another shout out I like to give is Reptile Basics. That's what I'm getting into here. Let me get a light on here. But purchased this rack from Reptile Basics. It's actually 2 racks. It's the sweater box racks. They're iris tubs. I believe they're 30.5 quarts, basically 32 quart tubs. But each of them are 4 tubs, and then you could stack them up to 3 high. Right now I got it 2 high. I do plan on ordering another one. I also have another smaller, I think they're 12 quart tubs coming. And some of these animals I'll show you in these rack today are going to be in that, but for right now, have them in here until I get that in. It's supposed to arrive Wednesday. And then I just got a helix up here. It says 107 degrees. I know you guys are probably like, whoa, you can have them that high? Actually, the probe is on the heat tape. The temp in the boxes right now, last check, was 89 degrees for the most part. Normally you wouldn't see it that high. You may see it around 101. This room is just a little cooler, so we have to have it that high. But we do have plans to redo a room downstairs. It's going to turn into a snake room. It should be done in the next month or so, I hope. Just got to get all these tanks out of here because it's the kids' playroom right now. So we got to get the tanks out of there so we could give the kids the rest of the basement as their play area and take over their playroom. And then we'll have heaters running in there, and won't see the helix that high. But anyways, I'll show you a little bit of my collection. And again, Reptile Basics, awesome guy to work with. This is Charlotte. She's my spider female. She's got nice high white sides, as you can see. Our original plan was to breed her to a pastel, which I have down here also, and make bumblebees. Kind of everyone's first plan with any morph, just because it's kind of a simpler morph. The snakes are a little bit cheaper to get. But since purchasing that lesser from Ralph Davis, I'm going to try for some what you would call lesser bees or lesser spiders or spider lessers, however you want to call it. This is just a nice big normal female. Nothing special about her. She's really tame, but I'll probably breed her to the lesser male. That's probably the plan. Get some more lessers. Her name is Norma. And this guy is Pistol. When I first got him, he loved to strike. He's chilled out a little bit since then. He hasn't struck since then. He hasn't bit anyone yet. He's just struck. But you can see he's a nice pastel. He's got some nice yellow. He's also in shed right now, so it's not the greatest color. And these guys do have hides, but I took them out before I did this video just to kind of show the snakes a little easier, so I don't have to dig them out of the hides and take up more of your time. And this down here, we have Studley. He's my spider male. Just picked him up a couple of weekends ago from a reptile expo we had out here. He's a really nice looking spider. He doesn't have the high white, it's more of a yellow. But I probably plan on making some bumblebees with him to some pastel females. Also thinking about maybe some spinners to a pinstripe. Then down here, we got this girl for free. It's just a normal female, but normal females for breeding projects work out great when you have like the spiders and the pastels, the lessers. Because when you breed them, like say you breed a spider to her name's Sassy, you could hear her hissing, that's why her name's Sassy. She's never bit, she just hisses. But you should get half normals, half spiders, so it still kind of helps you out there. Down here we have an amazing looking Mojave female. Really like this girl. This is my wife's snake. She just ate, so we won't handle her too much, but she's probably going to be in the breeding projects for 2010. My wife plans on making Belle's Blue-Eyed Lucy's, and we're actually probably going to get started on that this year and just purchase an older Mojave female since we're getting a lesser male. But she'll be in the future definitely to get some Belle's. And that's all chance. They're taking a chance. These two, once I get my other, will not be together. They're sisters. They're just normals, but they are 66% het lavender albino, which means they could possibly carry the gene. When you breed a het to a het, you'll have, like say they had a het lavender albino to a het lavender albino, they should, one out of 4 eggs should be lavender albino. The other 3, 2 of them will be carry the gene for lavender albino, the other one will be normal. But since you can't tell the 3 apart, you have to say 66% chance. So we decided to purchase both girls to up our chances. Hopefully one of them will prove out in the future. And this was just an impulse buy at the expo. It's probably nothing. She's probably just a normal. But they had her labeled as she's kind of feisty. Normal, 66 possible het pied. And the price was right. She was basically priced as a normal. They did have the brothers there, and supposedly another pied that was part of the same clutch. So who knows, she could prove out. She really doesn't have what they call the markers. I guess if you look, there is a few nice markers down there. But again, I don't go by that. I don't know who came up with that. Someone prove it for me, that's fine, but it's not my thing. Anyway, that's my Raccoon Reptile Basics. Sorry, I didn't mean to spin the camera on you there. And once we get the snake room going, I'll post a video start to finish to that so you could see how it all comes along. We have another normal male out in the living room. He's just going to be a pet. Really don't have much use for him right now. But yeah, hopefully we get some good stuff this next fall. And hopefully we grow from there, and hopefully you guys will start hearing about us. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Make sure you check us out some more. I'll definitely have more videos.